Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to today's random game of the day, Tetris. Now, Tetris is really great, because even if you don't have that much time, you can usually just pop it in, and, get a game of it done, before you have to go back to doing whatever it is that you need to do. And that's been super great for me lately, because I've been having a crazy schedule going on, so I haven't had too much time to sit down and, play your really, really long games. Tetris is just one of those things where you pop it in, see how high of a score you can get, see how many lines you can get, and then, put it back for a little bit and go back to whatever it was you were doing. So without further ado, let's stop, explaining everything here and just jump right in. There's not too much to explain. We have music 1, 2, and 3. People usually associate this song with Tetris. I mean, it's the thing that pops into my mind whenever I think of Tetris. There's, of course, also, the Game Boy Tetris music, which is very iconic. Overall, Tetris on NES and Game Boy are very huge games from back in the day. I mean, they're so simple, but yet they made such a gigantic impact, and they're just so much fun for the reasons I've already stated about just being, being able to pop it in and see how far you can go. Type A here is your traditional Tetris, where you start from nothing and just see how many lines and points you can get. And Type B is where you select the starting level or speed and the starting height, and see if you can manage to get 25 lines before messing up. So today we're actually going to be doing Type A, and we're going to be seeing if we can beat Nasty Howard's high score down there. Also, Otasan and Lance seem to be kind of jerks on the high score thing too. But how do we want to do this? There's usually two ways that I play Tetris. Either I try to aim for points, or I try to aim for lines. Usually when I try to aim for both at the same time, it doesn't end up going super well. Anyway, where do I want to put this? Where do I want to put this? Over there. I mean, this is the first time I've ever actually, talked while playing Tetris, so I'm probably going to do absolutely terrible. But yeah, it's usually if I try to do both of those things at the same time, I usually end up screwing up in horrendous ways. And you'll see, right now I'm kind of trying to go for lines, so we'll see if I can, end up fixing this. And, I'm trying to go for points, sorry. And we'll see if I can end up fixing it to end up going for lines later. Because what you want to do when you play Tetris is you always want to try to get a Tetris, which is 4 lines at the same time. Because that's how you get a gigantic number of points. If you just get like 1 or 2 lines at a time, you're really not going to have a super great score in the end. Now, where the heck do I want to put this? That has absolutely nowhere nice to go. And that's what happens when you try to get lines. You have to really deal with crappy pieces that don't seem to want to go anywhere. But I think we've had just about enough of that. I'm not going to deal with trying to get Tetrises anymore. I've done way better than that before, but we're just going to screw everything up here. So despite the fact, Tetris was one of those games where even though things look bad, you usually can recover, although I'm not getting any of the right pieces at the moment. Yeah, some right pieces would be very nice, like, pieces that aren't these pieces, like one of these is kind of nice. It seems like whenever you need, one of the longer pieces like this one, you never ever get it. And this is just not the best display of Andrew's world record-setting Tetris skills. No, I have not set any world records. I've definitely not done anything significant, although we're not doing super well. I'm going to make a comeback, though. I promise we will make a comeback here. That's not a good place to put that. If I could put that down the side, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Alright, we're getting in the groove here. We're getting in the groove. Like I said, I'm going to blame it all on the commentary. Andrew never does Tetris commentary, and that is the sole purpose for all of the mistakes. I mean, I'm not technically I'm making a lot of silly decisions, but at the same time, it is a lot about the hand that you're given. And, trying to do the best that you can with certain pieces, and that doesn't always work out, unfortunately. Now, how do we want to do this? Do that. We need to kind of break through the bottom here, though, which isn't easy. Like, I can do that, I can do that. You place that there. Yeah, so Tetris is one of those things where, if you don't play it for a while, you definitely have to get back into kind of the groove of it. I mean, I have been playing it a lot lately. We're just going to see what we can have going on here. But one of the funny things about, wow, that's actually a Tetris. That's the most ridiculously created Tetris ever. There was the Tengen version of Tetris, which came out before this one, and Nintendo actually, sued, Tengen over it, because theirs was kind of more based on the arcade game, while Nintendo's was kind of, it actually lacked a lot of features which the Tengen one had, which is kind of sad. I mean, the Tengen version of Tetris, it had head-on-head, head-to-head multiplayer, which is really cool, and it had a whole bunch of other modes too, and more music tracks, which is extremely important when playing Tetris. The music. And sometimes what I do is if I'm playing a lot of Tetris and I get really sick of it, I'll just turn the volume off and put my own music on, which is not something I normally do when I play video games, because I think it's important listen to the soundtrack and the sound effects of the game that you're playing. But for a game like Tetris, where it gets kind of repetitive, there's not really anything wrong with that. But yeah, the Tengen version of Tetris is actually really rare because it was only out for about 4 weeks or something like that before Nintendo started this whole lawsuit thing, got it kicked off the market, and then released their own version of Tetris, which everyone was then forced to buy. So, I mean, it's kind of sad in one way because, you know, the Tengen version had a lot more features, but at the same time, you know, I guess Nintendo was in the right kind of also. See, we're not getting a long piece, and that's exactly what I need at the moment. And, I mean, you could kind of try and modify your strategy, but it's just, it becomes very difficult. But there we go. 4 lines, very nice. Let's see, I might just... Oh, okay, I was about to get rid of that one, but we're actually about to get another Tetris here. But compare how many points I get when I get a Tetris to the number of points that I get when I don't get a Tetris. And you'll see, it's like, you know, a difference of thousands. It's actually really ridiculous. We're going to put that there, we're going to put that there, that there, there. This is the best commentary for any game ever. We're going to put that over there, that one there. That was a bad move, but you know, you always have to keep an eye on the next thing. It's very important to know what pieces you have coming. Although sometimes, you know, you'll get rid of one, and then the next piece after that one is like, oh, it's like, I really could have used that, but I didn't know I was about to get it. Okay, anyway, we're not doing too bad. We're up to 65 lines here. Let's see if we shove that all the way over there. Sometimes the NES controller seems a bit stiff, and it seems like, you know, if you hold a direction, it doesn't want, like, the piece doesn't move like you think it should. Maybe it's just my NES controller is getting worn out after billions of hours of play. I mean, that's probably the case. Anyway, we can get rid of that line by doing that. That's a perfect spot to put... No! Okay, that's one of the worst nightmares in Tetris ever, is not paying attention and putting something in the wrong spot. We're going to try our best to correct that. But it's going to be a bit tricky. Although, yeah, you can correct pretty much any mistake in Tetris. Don't give up. Unless, you know, it's like the very beginning. You're like, well, I'd rather, you know, start over and try to get a better score. Also, this is not going very well. This is Andrew screwing up royally here. Although it looks like we have a line coming, which should get us back in shape. Put that there. Put that there. Put that over there. Sometimes, like, you can look like you're doing really bad, and then you can manage to get all the way back to the bottom. And those are the times that just make you feel great when you're playing Tetris. But we'll see if we can have a miracle like that happen now. This is also one of the worst color schemes for Tetris. Like, you know, as you've noticed, after every level, the color kind of changes. I've never liked this one. It's too dark. Maybe the brightness on my TV just needs to be changed. Although this is a good one. This one, it's easy to see. It's pretty good. I'm going to put that down there. We're going to put that over there. I'm going to put that there. This is, I don't even know if I'm going to get, like, okay, I got 2 really weird lines from that. That was not a smart place to put that. Shove that one over there. That one there. That one there. That one there. Of course, you also you also get more points if you drop pieces faster. So I mean, you can just let them fall. Although if you hold the down button and drop them faster than they normally would, you get more points from that. So I mean, the point of Tetris is either to see how many lines you can get or to see how many points you can get. So if you're going for points, then yeah, you kind of want to, you know, mash that down button. But if you're going for lines, just take it slow. Like, you know, scan your options. That was a bad move, Andrew. And, you know, see what you can do. Okay, we got that. Got that. I need, we need one of these ones. Either this one or a long one is what I was going to wait for. We got that. That's not going to fit there. That can go right there. That can go there. This has nowhere nice to go. That can go over there. This one can go down here. Actually, I probably should have placed it. No, that's a terrible thing to do. Okay, that's going to get rid of 2 lines. We can then place that there. We can place that there. This is the point also where, you know, I'm trying to concentrate, so expect the commentary to royally suck, like it usually does, but I guess, you know, suck more than it usually does. Get over there, get over there, over there. Thank you very much. A Tetris in level 10. Who gets that? Nobody gets that. Okay, we got that. Got that going down there. We've got that over there. That one doesn't go there. That should have been placed differently, but I didn't. Can we please get a piece that is not terrible? Thank you. That was a terrible move. That was also a terrible move. That was a very debatable move. That's not really a good move. That was an awful move. That's not playing super great, Andrew. We're not playing super fantastically. We still have a chance. We have somewhat of a chance. No, that's the kind of nail in the coffin. Okay, considering I was yapping the whole time, 71,000 points is not bad. You have a crazy kind of rocket there. Depending on how many points you get, the rocket will be better. So yeah, there you go. Oh, 71,000 points. That's not bad. I've done better, but it's overall not bad. Let me get that. Enter my name, because, you know, after doing that, I think we should enter it. So yeah, Tetris is it's just a fun thing to play. Now, I've debated doing a Tetris video for a long time, just because I was afraid that, you know, the commentary would screw me up. And ever since the beginning, we were actually doing pretty bad. I mean, I kind of royally messed up right at the start. And if it wasn't for that, I probably would have been able to go on for a few more levels. My highest level ever is 16. I got 160 lines, and then I instantly blew it. So I've made it pretty far. So I mean, 5 more levels than I did this time anyway. So what I think we're going to do is one more time. And we'll see if Andrew can think of any random stuff to ramble on about this time. What should we talk about today? So I mean, actually, at my job, it's kind of funny. Because lately what I've been doing, I've done a whole bunch of really weird jobs. I work at a factory. So I'm doing a whole bunch of different stuff in this factory. And one of the things I'm doing now is I'm actually stacking skids. So it's kind of funny when, you know, you play Tetris and then you go to work and it's like, oh yeah, you're stacking skids and you're placing boxes and it's like, wow, this feels just like the game. And then sometimes you have skids where it's like you need one more box before the skid is filled. And you're like, oh man, I wonder when that box is going to come. So it feels just like waiting for the right piece in Tetris. Now, speaking of waiting for the right piece, this is one of those situations where it's like, where the heck is the piece I'm looking for, please? Thank you very much. Bam. So look, I just got over 1,000 points for that one line, which is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, I'm going to place that there, that there. So yeah, this is one of those times where if you're going to see how many lines you can get, like now we're, like this block can go absolutely nowhere. So I think I'm going to place it just over there. I really have nowhere really nice to put it, which is a shame. Although we're still going to get one more Tetris out of this. So we almost doubled our score there. That's how powerful Tetrises are. And that's why you always want to try to get them instead of just individual lines. See, look at that triple. I didn't even get 1,000 points for that triple. Opposed to like the 2,000 points I got for a normal Tetris not too long ago. Anyway, good. We're back to normality here. It's always good when you have no blank spaces in between other pieces, right? So that's kind of the ideal situation. Regardless of how high you get, you just want to make sure that, you know, you're not really screwed because you have those bad, you know, position pieces and gaps. So we did that. We got another Tetris. Already up to almost 10,000 points. Now this piece, actually, this piece can go here. It wasn't a completely terrible piece. Yeah, the worst ones are pieces where it's impossible to place them without creating space. Those are the pieces that you just, like, I have nightmares about. It's like, you don't want those to come. Oh man, okay, if I place this here, I place this here, we're in line for another Tetris. Although, wow, that goes absolutely nowhere. This piece is awful. I guess we'll just place it there for now. That over there, that there, 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 and yeah. So now the waiting game begins. I mean, the best, like, if you're going for lines, the best thing to do is just stay at the bottom and keep getting singles. But then you're gonna have, like, you know, a million lines, like, or not a million lines. You're gonna, yeah, you know, over 100 lines. But your score is gonna be awful. I actually did pretty well last time, considering how bad it was looking. The last game that I just did here, it actually wasn't awful, all things considered. Even though it looked pretty bad at the beginning, my score and line count was pretty good combined. And it wasn't, you know, just one of those games where it seems to go absolutely awful. Okay, anyway, we're gonna try and get back in the groove here. We have a lot of that space at the bottom there I was talking about that you don't want. So I mean, you know, that's never a good thing. We're gonna get 2 lines rid of here. We're gonna place that there, place that down there. Over there. Okay, so we have no more of that space until now. I mean, so you always do need to consider that. Excuse me, that next block. I'm starting to lose my voice. Tetris is just that exciting. Anyway, you can place that there. And we're not going to get another Tetris yet. And the only way we could do that is if we get a long one to put down the right side, and then another long one to put down the middle. Do I want to do that? Yeah, we're going to be stupid and do that. I'm probably going to regret it later. Oh, well. Okay, anyway, we have no nice places to put these things. So if I put that there, then the blue one that comes next has nowhere nice to go. That was a bad placement. Anyway. Come on, long one. Come on. Any day now. Any day now. See, this is kind of one of those situations where it sucks. Anyway, we can place that there. That gets rid of one of the lines. This is not going super fantastically well. Although we can still recover. We're not even close to being in danger yet. I can go over there. I can go over there. Even when the music starts to speed up, don't panic, because it doesn't even matter. It's just like, man, who even cares about that crazy music? Okay, I can go down there. And this one doesn't really have anywhere nice to go either. Okay, this one, please! Get rid of lots of lines. 3 lines, very nice. Yeah, normally I don't make so many mistakes where it's like, okay, we have like no good moves to make, but I guess, you know, just when you're making a video about things, everything feels like going wrong. But as for other versions of Tetris out there, I haven't played too many of them. Like, I know Tetris DS was a big one. As far as Tetris 2 on the NES goes, I was never a big a fan of it, because it's actually a lot different. It's like Bombless. I think it is like an alternate name for it. Or maybe I'm just making that up. No, I'm pretty sure that's accurate information going on right there. Anyway, this looks like it should have been good, but it's not. Although we can still make this back, like that. And look how high up the blocks were. And look how much I've recovered from that. That's why you don't give up. You always keep going, you press on, and darn it, you just had to come before I was able to fill in this one spot, didn't you? That seems to always be my luck in Tetris, I swear. Although anyway, another Tetris here in level 6, that's pretty good. It's pretty good when you can do that. Anyway, where do I want this to go? I guess there. That's not really a great spot for it, because that doesn't fit there. This can kind of go down here. Oh shoot, I should have placed it on the other side, and I would have been able to perfectly place that. Anyway, let's try to go for lines. Let's not worry too much about score. We're already at 40,000. Let's go for lines rather than points. I think that sounds fun. Although that could really mean that the game's gonna go on forever. I know there are things like Tetris the Grand Master. I think those were like only released in Japan. They're like super massive versions of Tetris where, you know, it's really difficult and there's like gigantic marathon modes where you try to, like, you know, go as far as you can and you go up through ranks and stuff. Like, and then there's even newer versions of Tetris. Like, I know there's like Tetris on PS3 and stuff. I've considered getting one of the newer versions, but then I'm like, I have so much fun with the NES version. I don't really know if I want to, you know, bother spending the money to upgrade. So tell me, what other versions of Tetris have you played, and would you recommend? Because I know, I mean, Tetris, it's the same game all the time, but sometimes, you know, different modes and stuff can make things a bit interesting. So tell me which versions of Tetris you've played, and which ones, you know, if you had to tell someone, you know, go buy this version of Tetris, which version would it be? Also, what the heck was that? That's called Andrew not paying any attention. Oh man. Okay, we can still recover from this. We're good. That goes right there. That goes right there. That goes there. This is a perfect piece for 3 lines. And we got that one. That one. Ooh, that screwed up my plan there, but that's good. That can go there. That can go there. That's not the piece I thought it was from the corner of my eye. But that can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And look, just like that, you're back to the bottom. So, I mean, I'm serious. No matter how high it goes, just don't worry. There's always the chance that you can save it. I mean, unless it's like, oh, it's like 1 block away from the top here. You're probably dead, but, you know, just don't give up. Oh, okay, man, that was almost a very bad move. Okay, that's the piece I was waiting for. Thank you very much. I can go there. 2 red ones. I'm fine with that. That's good. That was a bad move. That was a bad move overall. Overall, things could have gone better there. Okay, wow, that screwed up my... I was going to put the red one there, and in the corner of my eye, I said, darn, there's a long one coming. Okay, that messed up that. Ooh, ooh. One of the biggest problems with Tetris will be when you change your mind. Never, ever hesitate or change your mind. Because that's kind of what happened right there. You're kind of like, Andrew, you're an idiot. It was so obvious, you know, where those pieces should have gone. But then, you know, I had a plan, and then in the corner of my eye, I said, oh, that's what the next piece is going to be. And I tried to change the plan. And the #1 rule of Tetris is never change the plan, ever. Ever. That doesn't go there. That's a bad move. To the right, man! It's there. Oh, no. Man, almost made it as far as I did last time. Almost. Not my best displays of Tetris skill, although hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. I don't know. I've done better than that, although I kind of figured going into this video that things would go horribly wrong. And do I enter my name again? I guess we'll enter my name again. Yeah, we'll enter the name again. A and D R. Thank goodness. I mean, my name actually fits in this game. So many times the name either ends at 4 or 5, or, you know, even 3. My name hardly ever fits. Also, I'm going way past letters that I should be using. A and D R E W. And there you go. So yeah, Tetris is a lot of fun. I mean, if it's something, you know, you haven't played too much of or you don't really like, I suggest giving it another shot. it's just a great thing to play if you have a little bit of time. To end off, I will tell you a really neat trick that you can do in Tetris. Is, as you can see, you can only start from levels 0 to 9, yet obviously, as I've shown you, the levels go higher than that. You know, there's level 10, 11, and it goes even higher. What you can actually do is pressing the A button on the screen does nothing. You actually have to press start to start the game. So if you hold A and then press start, so say I'm holding A on level 9 and press start, it will add 10 to whatever level the cursor was on. So instead of starting at level 9, we're starting at level 19. So if you did that on level 5, you would start on level 15. And yeah, that just goes to show you how crazy things eventually get. So I mean, I made it to level 16. So here you go. So I mean, 16 still not terrible. But we're not even really going to try here. But so yeah, what happens then is if you start at a level that's not 0 and you want to, you know, go up a level, you need to get to the, you know, the next multiple of 10 past whatever the level you're on is times 10. So if we start on level 16, the level won't progress to level 17 until you hit 170 points. Just like if you start on level 1, you won't level up until you hit 20 points or 20 lines. So that's how it works. And yeah, that is the story of Tetris on the NES. I hope that was good. I hope that wasn't absolutely awful. Please, again, post your favorite versions of Tetris. Post your Tetris high scores. Feel free to brag about how good at Tetris you are in the comments. Feel free to make fun of me. I don't care. And yeah, that's it for today's random game of the day. Look forward to an announcement video that I have coming out soon, as I think you'll be very happy to hear about what's going to be happening next week. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later.